So, map number 2. Spawning up in the top right hand position as the red Terran player. It's HideR. And his opponent down in the bottom right, the green Zerg. Currently 1-0 up in this best of 3 coldfront. Legit, coldfront came back in map number 1 so well. So well. And that was because HideR opened with his double Tech Lab Barracks Reaper play. He got, of course, the elite Reaper training upgrade and just started moving in, and he was like, you know what, I'm gonna blow up your natural base with my mines. And he did. The natural hatchery, gone, dead, dying. And with that down, all hope looked lost. HideR was massively ahead, but HideR then moved out with a series of very small pushes, a lot of small little attempts to snipe out some drones, and he just never got that critical mass of units to end the game. So while he got ahead quite nicely, coldfront was able to get up a decent number of Madals, keep his opponent's army down low, and that causes some problems. Now, what we're seeing here is a little bit of harassment coming down from the drone, nearly getting an SCV kill there, but the drone is now inside the base, gets some good scouting, sees what is going on. Takes a good little peek, knows, okay, Tech Lab coming, could be Reapers again. Gas is down. HideR, though, likewise, could also go for some other options. He's always got the possibility of throwing down a factory off the back of this first Reaper, going to some Vulture play if he's going mech. That's what he did in the quarterfinal game. Alternatively, he could go for the same build again. It was successful, map number 1. And I think if he didn't follow on with more damage, or didn't follow on with some more smaller pushes, then actually it could have been very successful. But it is going to be that Reapers yet again, as the elite Reaper training upgrade is coming down. But everything looking quite good for the time being. Over at coldfront's base, not too much is really going on. He's just getting down the gas. That's going to be to start up speed nice and quick. The drone will get killed. HideR clearly upset about murdering a drone there. And I can't blame him. Killing a drone is feeling pretty bad. Meanwhile, we do just have the Reaper going for a little adventure. Oh, HideR building a barracks, but it's scouted! Oh, this Overlord couldn't be happier right now. He's like, proxy barracks, get your Reapers over there faster, huh? Spine Quarter instantly started. This Spine Quarter is quite a good decision. The Reapers have to stay up. That's one thing that HideR hasn't been great with previously. Goes to the Enrage on the Queen after Reaper does commit a little bit far forward, trying to take it down. Of course, Reapers do heal up, just as they do in StarCraft 2 as normal, but a lot slower. One Reaper goes down, and this is really what HideR can't afford to allow happen. He cannot afford to lose too many Reapers early on. The barracks is done. We should see a Tech Lab added onto that fairly soon. Waiting to keep an eye on the production tab when that gets begun. This map really good for Reapers because of how much cliff area is around, so the main base vulnerable as well. That's why Spine Quarter having to be built there too. Tech Lab is in construction at that proxy barracks. Going to help with the defense. Lair, though, started up very nice and fast from coldfront yet again. So, that Spire, super important because when you go for this really early Reaper opening, you're vulnerable to airplay because you don't have any anti-air standing. This Spine Quarter is moving, trying to get in a better position to defend against these Reapers. The Reapers still have so much area that they can utilize, though. It's not too scary. They're just backing out, trying to bait out some enrages. That Queen in the main has no energy for another enrage. They've only got limited uses in order to be able to attack. The Reapers, though, pressuring in. Need to be careful not to get surrounded by the Zerglings. Metabolic boost, still 20 seconds off, but that's 20 seconds where these Reapers do get a bit more damage capability. Damage Reaper needs to be very careful. Needs to get pulled back ideally. You don't want to be losing that. Takes a lot longer to heal up. The bombs are now available. Cluster bombs started doing some nice damage. The spawning pool actually getting targeted this time as opposed to the hatchery. And the spawning pool going down would be pretty dangerous. And well, as things keep going, this is not too scary at the moment. We're just keeping a good eye on what else these Reapers are going to be able to do. Spine Quarter being rebuilt here at the front. The other one was taken down by some bombs, I assume, but quick cancel comes out. We've got, of course, these Reapers getting surrounded now by the Zerglings. They need to be careful. Boosting up onto the high ground. That means the Queen only has a 50% hit chance up against them. In now come the rest of these now. A couple more mines going down. Cluster bombs on that spawning pool. Gets it very low. If that goes down, it would be problematic. For the moment, these Reapers still just being a bit of a pain, more and more getting pumped out. The Spire on its way down, and that is the thing that wrecked HideR last game. Back now come these Reapers, trying to get into a bit more of a cautious position for the moment. A lot of them have been taken down already though, 5 remaining on the field. Just being very careful about everything that they do, every move that they make. Other than that, spawning pool, even though it's taking a lot of damage, not all is yet, quite yet. He's got to keep these Reapers alive for a little longer. He's a bit impatient with everything that's coming through. So the Reapers now are going to get taken out, surrounded by those Zerglings. He didn't get... Well, he got a couple of bombs down, so we'll take out the spawning pool, but it's already being rebuilt. And that's a smart play by coldfront, making sure that, okay, he's got a spare one in position. Back at home, coldfront's natural is up, but he hasn't really been producing that many SCVs for it. And he is now starting up barrel stabilizers from the tech lab at the proxy barracks, but the Spire is only a few seconds away from completion, about 10 now. That really is not long. The Reaper's still poking and prodding, trying to find a way in. There's only 4 of them down on the field though. 6 in total. The other 2, I'm not quite sure where they are. But this doesn't leave much to be desired. So many of them taken down time and time again. And, of course, losing all of those Reapers just reduces how effective this push can be. No mines going down, or cluster bombs going down as of yet. The Reaper just actually able to ignore most of this. Drops out a couple more cluster bombs, but they're not going to be able to do very much because the drones are instantly pulled. The lair takes a little bit of damage, but not too much, and the first Mutalisks are now coming out. Now the detonation comes down, there a bit more damage done to some things, but in total workers killed is only 5. HideR is only up by 10 workers at this stage. The Mutalisks coming in, and the anti-air is really limited. It's only these missile turrets and 8 marines. There's no medics to heal those up, so trading might have been very difficult. The Reapers though coming back in. There's so many Zerglings ready to defend against them though. They've got to be so careful. Don't want to move in and take too much damage. Mutalisks attacking the natural base, and there really aren't any missile turrets here yet, or any anti-air at all. This is allowing the Mutalisks, albeit only 8 of them, to deal some pretty decent damage. Reapers taking some nice hits, a good number of workers getting taken out, and this is how coldfront started to make his way back in the first map. But the difference is in the first map, coldfront had lost his natural hatchery. This game he has, and the Marines getting in position, going to try and take out those Mutalisks, but they back away safely. Remember, in Starbow, anyone not used to this must be aware that Mutalisks don't heal up like they do in Heart of the Swarm, and therefore any damage done sticks. Why you got to be more careful with them. The odd missile turret takes some damage, but Marines coming forward. The missile turret will get taken down. The Marines being engaged upon since the stim went down and there aren't any medics to heal them up. All in all, this is a very careful situation to be in. The barracks, there was proxied, getting floated back just to safety where it can be defended, but it's still looking very good for coldfront, who's now attempting to take out, or take a third hatchery, still doing some more damage. There's a missile turret in position, but still SCV's getting taken down, 11 now dead. And this actually means the coldfront only down by 7 workers at this stage, and once his third base is up, he should be able to level that out. Good little cleaning bot, cleaning stuff up. Needs to be over this side though, where all the damage is being done. There's a lot of dead SCV parts around. And HideR just still taking so much damage. The Marines getting picked off wherever they can be. A couple of Mutalisks getting fairly low on health. They need to be a little bit more careful. Marines though getting picked off because they're separated from their kind of big groups. The total number of Marines is only 17, battling up against 15 Mutalisks. So in a large group they'll trade well, but without any energy on these medics, it becomes very hard. So many Marines taken out there. A couple of Mutalisks also died. 2 are being taken out in total, but now we're seeing where the problem comes. Overcharge coming down on these barracks, trying to get out a few more Marines. +1 is about to kick in, will certainly help in order to fend off the Mutalisk aggression. But you've got to be so careful, you've got to be so cautious with everything that's coming through here. And coldfront is now up in supply by around 20-ish. So he's getting himself into a really solid spot, taking out that proxy tech lab. Not that it was really going to play much of a part as the game went on. Still just running around with these Mutalisks. Of course, the giant Ursidon staying in the middle. That's guarding this kind of massive base where you can put a base in the middle of that and get so many mineral periods. It's not a gold base, but it's like super important. The Mutalisks could actually go and take that out because I don't think the giant Ursidon can actually attack air. No, it can't. So you could just send the Mutalisks over, kill that for free, and then go and take that base, which could be a really cool strategy. Otherwise, Hydrogen coming down. That's likely to be for Lurkers from coldfront. Lurkers very effective against infantry, as we saw last game. A couple of Lings also moving forward. That bunker getting focused down nice and quick. There's a good number of Marines in position though, so the Mutalisks just having to back out. The Muta count only at 13 at the moment, not many more have been produced recently. HideR up at 1,000 gas banked up already, not really spending that, all of his money really tied up in getting as many Marines out as he possibly can. 1-1 upgrades also coming down from coldfront at the moment. It's now morphing in that Lurker Den, essential that he gets that down. As I said, Lurker's so effective up against Terran infantry. 4th base also on its way out now from coldfront, so he's just getting everything he can. Scan, we'll see for HideR that the 3rd has been taken, and he's moving out now with a decent number of units. The medic count sitting at 6. Not that much healing potential. Quite a few of these Marines already relatively low on health. Income now though, all of these Mutalisks. A lot of the Marines on the wrong side of this wall means that it's a very good trade for coldfront here. He's chasing down this army. More Marines still out of position. The Mutalisks going straight up for this. The medics not being able to deal that much damage. There's only a couple of them in position, and with Zerglings coming through, is there going to be enough damage here from coldfront? HideR losing a lot of Marines. He's only got a handful here, and that means the medics now undefended. They're getting taken down. Expensive units you can't afford to lose. And in now comes coldfront, knocking HideR down to just 60 supplies, knocking the medic count down to, well, 7 after a couple more production cycles. So he's done some good damage already. The Mutalisks looking to try and chip off anything that they can, take any damage that they can. All in all, more damage coming in. The Zerglings tanking up most of the fire. The Mutalisks have a lower attack priority, and so this is where the damage can really become very substantial very quickly. In come all of the Lings and all of these Mutalisks. The Mutalisks just cleaning most things up. The Muta count only at 7, but there's so few Marines here, it's not really doing too much. Lurker's not being produced yet, but a Viper Nest is on its way out, and therefore, once we start seeing that Lurker Den, and of course the Hive coming through, we start getting those Defilers, and then it's Defilers with the Dark Swarm that are able to block out the range damage and allow those Lurkers to go into position. Still, more damage coming in. Just getting these Mutalisks trying to pick up anything they can. The Marines, actually decent numbers of them now. Those Mutas need to be careful not to overcommit. They could have gone a free medic there, but decided not to for the time being. Pulling back, playing things cautious. But coldfront has got complete map control at the moment. He's about 40 odd supply up. And HideR is still only on 2 bases compared to the 4 that are down at the moment for coldfront. HideR has to be so careful with everything that he does. If he gets caught out of position, moves too far out, walks into some Lurkers, he's in massive amounts of difficulties. He's trying to take his 3rd. He's also not yet, as far as I know, got a starport down, so he needs to start thinking about that, because he needs a fusion core, because he needs to get a science vessel for detection, mobile detection, for those Lurkers. Lurkers already sieged up in a good spot. I don't know if they're known, but oh my goodness, if this group of infantry moves too close, massive amounts of damage can be done. Another medic gets sniped off the Lurkers, moving more and more forward, getting ever so close. Burrowing up yet again. A sweeper scan could come down, but already a decent number of Lurkers. Scan is going to go down, but no units in range to actually take that Lurker down. Lurkers still sitting in a good spot. They could get focused, but so many spikes coming through. GG is called, and coldfront advances forward into the finals. 2-0.